You know, sometimes a piece of cultural detritus is so exciting that you want to do it in your bathrobe. And by do it, I mean read it out loud into a microphone. Demands. This is from Louisville BLM protest that's shaking down small businesses within their arts district. Here's their demands. Businesses will adequately represent the Black population of Louisville by having a minimum of 23% Black staff, including management, and maintain commitment and accountability to increasing that number. Accountability, roundtable information below. 2. Retail locations will include a minimum of 23% inventory of Black retailers, or make a recurring monthly donation of 1.5% of net sales to Black local organizations. Black local and organizations are all capitalized. The BLO, kind of like the PLO. 3. Business owners will require diversity, equity, and inclusion training for their staffs to be conducted by any one of the Black women leaders on the attached list. Training will be conducted thereafter on a biannual basis. 4. Customize your own or display one of the attached written statements in a visible location within your business to increase awareness and show support for the reparations movement. Now we know what they're on about, reparations. 5. Nonprofits in the New Lou, which is like their arts district in Louisville, nonprofits in the New Lou district will submit to a voluntary sorry, I'm having a hard time finishing that one. Nonprofits in the New Lou district will submit to a voluntary external audit of their board of trustees and take necessary steps towards 23% representation on those boards. 6. Business owners and nonprofit leaders will participate in quarterly round table. Kind of doubt that they understand what round table actually means, like the actual basis of that mythological symbol. Roundtable discussions to be held accountable for their commitments to these demands. Wait, I thought they were voluntary demands. You will submit to these voluntary actions. Will be held accountable for their commitment to these demands and work together towards increased equity. Okay, so equity means like you invest into something and then you have like capital within that thing. Like if I take a loan out on a house and I start paying off that loan, and then there's all this math that happens about like the property values going up and me like working at it and putting effort into this project, I have equity. I have a share in that house. What this version of equity is that you take all the acquired value within an institution, be it, let's just say, the New York Times reputation or a small business's monetary value. You take all that value, all that equity, and then you sap it from that business and you redistribute it in order to affect the culture at large. Equity is equalization. It's the decentralization of wealth from those who have accumulated it, and then the reparation, so-called, of that wealth to those who these people define as deserving it. So that's what equity means. 7, maintain adequate Black representation in any entertainment and performances booked at your business. What's adequate black representation? I guess 23% of every band or of every act of the entire year. They do have an auditing system. I'll get to that in just a bit. 8. Dress code policies inherently discriminate against naked people. I'm sorry. No. Dress code policies inherently discriminate against black folks, women, and the transgender community. You must eliminate dress code policies that promote profiling towards patrons and employees, including hair requirements or stipulations, which can disproportionately target black folks. So, I mean, isn't that a weird hill? I mean, I don't believe they're going to die on any hill. They're just going to keep on piling shit into a pile and then force everybody to drown in it. But that's just kind of weird, targeting dress codes. That's just like a power play. That's like, hands, George. I understand that there are, hair requirements that affect certain people's hair. I understand that. I did a video of that earlier this year. I got some feedback on that. So I understand that that is a thing, but this is more just like trying to control the little things in order to squeeze, to shake down and to squeeze them. Demand 9, 23% black representation on the board of the Nulu Business Association. This is in caps. By the way, this is all written in the graphic design recalls the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. But here's the big bold statement at the bottom. We will not waver while the black community continues to be destroyed. Destroyed. Little histrionic. So what they have is this rating system that they are going to put these posters. You have a grade. There's A, C, and an F grade. And you get an A grade for 23% of staff is BIPOC or BIPOC. In front of house, 23% of inventory is from BIPOC retailers. Regular donations to BIPOC organizations. Dress code policy does not discriminate against BIPOC patrons or employees. An ally, A for ally, acknowledges that this establishment is in support for the movement of black liberation and meets the requirements of the Nulu Social Justice Health and Wellness Code without critical violations. The A placard shall remain posted for public notice until the next routine inspection. Oh, shall it? Ally, verb, to unite or form a connection or relation between. I think they mean servant, maybe even slave. Then the C grade gets you as complicit. C is for complicit. It indicates the faculty has failed 2 or more critical violations of the Nulu Social Justice Health and Wellness Organization Code. The C placard may also represent that the facility was closed during the time of the inspection. The C placard shall remain posted for public notice until the facility passes their next inspection in 25 to 30 days. Now, hold on. So you might get a C placard if you weren't open, and there's this whole shutdown thing going on because of this, pandemic thing going on. So what if these inspectors just happen to come by at the wrong hours and they just give you a C grade? They don't give a shit. They just want compliance. C is for compliance. And then C also means a facility that fails 2 consecutive regular inspections will be under administrative review. Complicit, adjective, helping to do wrong in some way. Oh, really? And then F for failed, period. Indicates that a facility has failed to meet minimum requirements of the Nulu Social Justice Health and Wellness Code upon the most recent inspection. This includes a score with any critical violations, including failure to create a safe space for black inclusion. What if the people who are wanting to be included are very authoritarian and demanding, and you don't want to be around them. What if this isn't about justice? This is just the advancement of assholery under a certain flag and symbol. What if exclusion of this community, these particular individuals who are actually ruining the reputation that has been garnered by the civil rights movement and by a lot of work that America has done? We're not perfect, but these activists are expending that for what? For personal gain and a cash grab. The F placard shall remain posted, oh really, for public notice until the facility passes their next inspection in 25-30 days. What if you tear that down? Will they come around and, I don't know, this is a nice business you got there. Shame if something were to happen to it. Failed. It's a transitive verb. To disappoint the expectations or trust of. So that's what's going on in Louisville. This was from the 24th of July, so it's about a week old. But this stuff is going to not end well, and what needs to be done is it countered by various different sane individuals and not to overreact to it, because it is, after all, utterly ridiculous and thoroughly illegal. And I don't think many people are going to stand for it. Actually, the Cuban business community hosted a rally against this stuff, proclaimed that they're not racist and proclaimed that they had fled from a socialist country to America because socialism, from their firsthand lived experience, actually didn't work. It was very destructive. And that's what they're afraid is the direction that America is headed. So this is Benjamin Boyce. I will be dressed next time you see me. I hope you have a good day. Talk to you later.